In this video, I'm going to walk you through the right and the wrong way to kick off your videos for social ads, especially when it comes to Facebook and Instagram. My name is Tracy Reuter, and I'm the CEO and founder of Divine Social. We are a social advertising agency specializing in Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Snapchat. So there is a right and a wrong way to kick off your videos when it comes to a video ad in Facebook or Instagram. Now, it's really common. In fact, let me step back a second. We love video ads. They work really great. We use tons of them, both for our e-commerce clients as well as our info products and coaches and consultants. And we're always testing between video and image, and typically video continues for a long time now to usually outperform images. And there's a reason for that. And it's just for the similar reason you're probably watching this, right? You connect with people and you start to learn from them. And so there's a way to do your videos that works, and there's a way to do your videos that don't work. And there's a few things I want to take you through today, a couple of do's and don'ts. So number one, let's talk first about some of the don'ts. So number one, what you don't want to do is start your video by saying, "Hi, I'm Tracy Reuter, and I'm the CEO and founder of Divine Social." Now, if you watch this video and if you scroll it back, you'll notice I said that, but it's not how I kicked off the video. Okay, that's really important. You do not want to start your video by saying who you are. You have literally 5 seconds to catch somebody's attention. And if you just spend that first 5 seconds talking about you, they're not going to stick around. So number one, don't kick off that way. Number two, the other thing that you don't want to do when it comes to creating videos for video ads in places like Instagram and Facebook is you don't want to get too focused on talking about personal attributes. So let's just say, for example, we actually have several clients of ours that are in the meditation and transformation space, personal development area. And if they were to create a video, and in fact, we had this happen once where the client created a video and it was like, "Are you feeling anxious? Are you having a hard time with your stress? And they kept saying you. Well, Facebook does not, and Instagram as well, they do not like it when you use personal attributions. It's always been really important when you're writing your copy not to really make it about the person who's reading your ad, which is very contrary to traditional copywriting advice. So it used to be that you could put whatever you wanted in the video, but it's not that way anymore. As of the filming of this video in early 2020, Facebook is even checking the video. So it's really important that you are not saying you. Are you stressed? Are you anxious? Are you overweight? Are you tired? Are you frustrated? You have to be very careful about that. So you definitely don't want to do that. One other thing, I don't want to forget it. The third thing that I would suggest that you don't do is make the video just a straight up commercial. Okay, so a great example of how we used to see videos run all the time was for webinars. Okay, so let's just say that you're going to run a video ad for a webinar. A lot of times what we would see is we would see people fire up the camera and they'd say, "Hey, I'm Tracy Reuter. I'm hosting this amazing webinar on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. and you need to be there. And if you click the link below, you can get the registration and then you can be on my webinar and it's amazing." Well, again, who cares? Whatever. It didn't work. Okay, so what you don't want to do is you don't want your video to be a straight up promotional commercial. So you might be thinking, "Tracy, well, what should it be? Like, it's an ad. Shouldn't it be a commercial? Like, that's what commercials are. They're ads." Well, it's a little bit different on social. When you're running advertising on social platforms, you have to do things slightly different. So let's talk about the do's. I gave you 3 don'ts, right? Don't lead off with who you are and what you do. Don't lead off with that. Number 2, don't overdo personal attributes. And number 3, don't make it a straight up promotional commercial. So let's talk about the 3 things you can do instead when you're creating your video content for your social ads in the newsfeed. Okay, so number 1, lead with a hook. Okay, that's what you want to do. What are you going to teach in that video? So I said at the beginning of this, I said something like, in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the things you should and shouldn't do when creating ads for Facebook and Instagram, video ads for Facebook and Instagram. So what's a hook? Like, what kind of hook could you use to grab people's attention in that first 5 seconds that will keep them watching so that you can get them the goods? Okay, so that's really important. So what's the hook? So take a couple minutes before you go live or before you turn the camera on and think about that. What are you going to say at the very beginning to capture people's attention so they keep watching? All right. The second thing, so instead of personal attributions, it's really helpful is a lot of times you can talk to the collective we, right? So for my clients that have meditation, or meditation programs or transformation programs, it could be, in this fast-paced digital world, many of us are feeling more stress and more anxiety than we ever have. Okay. Big difference between, are you feeling stress and anxiety, right? Your life is probably so busy, you're probably having more anxiety than you've ever had. Very, very different than if you did the collective we. So that's number 2. You definitely want to do that. And then number 3 and this is probably the most important thing, is make sure that your video is value driven. And what do I mean by that? If you have followed, or if you've actually not yet grabbed our 3 pillars to successful social ads free mini class, you definitely want to grab that. You can get that at divinesocial.com/3 pillars. And in it, we specifically teach you about engagement campaigns and the power of engagement campaigns. Now, whether you are running a video ad for conversions or engagement or audience building, it doesn't matter. The same principle applies. This 3rd thing that I'm going to share with you applies no matter what the objective, no matter what the pillar is. And it's that you want to make sure that there is value. You want to give value in the video. So we had a consulting client who has an amazing book, and he's doing a whole funnel, a whole advertising campaign around a book. And so one of the things that we've encouraged him to do, and that he's setting up in his video campaigns, is he's teaching a little tiny sliver from inside of the book, kind of like an appetizer. So to whet somebody's appetite, to say, here is a nugget that can change your life. Here it is. You teach it in the video. And then the call to action pivots simply to, if you enjoy this, or if this was helpful, then I want to encourage you to get your copy of my book, right? So it's a very simple way to make sure that that video is not just a straight up commercial. I mean, would you still be watching this video right now if I've spent this whole time saying, go to my website, hire my agency, download my goods, get my free course, get my ebook? Like, you would have shut off the video a long time ago. But if you're still here watching, it's because I've been teaching you something of value, right? Get it? Okay, good. So make sure the do's are really important. Have a good, strong, powerful hook in the beginning. Okay. Make sure, number 2, make sure that you're speaking to the collective we and you're not using personal attributes. Okay. That's number 2. And then number 3, make sure that your video, whether it's a 30-second video, a 15-second video, or a 25-minute video, is chock full of value that will help people fall in love with you, to encourage them to want to take the next step and get more. So if you got something out of this, I'd love to hear your aha moment. Leave me a comment below with either comments, questions, aha moments that you had from this video, or if you've got a question about maybe something you'd like to see on a future video, please feel free to put that down below in the comment section. And if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, what are you waiting for? If you go ahead and subscribe and then get the little bell, there's a little bell right next to it. It'll notify you every time we come live with a new video, and we try to do those a few times a week. So with that, my name is Tracy Reuter. The best is yet to come, and we'll see you next time.